Our Father is in charge of all things. He wanted to show that it was up to him to make things happen. He informed his shepherds in advance, or let Brother Cyber know through dreams in advance. When it happens, we shall understand that it is of God. Just maybe 5 or 6 days ago, Brother Heber, after 10 o'clock, by car, when you come to Sister Sheilan's place to take a car, fell asleep in the car. I had a dream. The Cyber in the dream put 10, 7, 8, 29 frogs into the water and boiled them. The boiling water is boiled. Let it cook. After cooking, I found it. When I opened it, I found out that these frogs are still alive. But then something happened. All the flesh is rotten, but it hasn't peeled yet. It's all rotten, but it's not peeling. And there was a female with her little frog cub on her back. And Sib says, whoops, this female frog is so sensible, carrying his mother and his cub on his back, carrying his little frog on his back to be tested together. Let him say, he's still alive. Sibo gently touched a little bit with chopsticks. What about the mother frog? He said, I was still alive. Don't worry, say hello like this. And then he touches his little cub lightly. And he's doing it with his hands. I was alive. The master said, wow, so sensible. The female frog knows how to hold, carrying his own little cub and receiving training together. The dream wakes up. And then something happened that afternoon, just 90 o'clock. I had this dream at 10 o'clock. And then that afternoon, our sister, Anju, received a message. It was his daughter. If you cut your wrist, you will kill yourself. Made him bleed a lot. All the staff of the public security bureau came. His husband took pictures. Then it was sent to the sisters. And then my sister was very worried. And then we said, ouch, will something happen? What about later? What about discovery? What about the sister's daughter? Although there was a lot of blood, but everything was fine. After going to the hospital, found safe and sound. Then I gradually discovered it turns out that Talent has trained a group of our sisters in advance. So what about this female frog? Of course, it's the 2 sisters. The little frog is her daughter. What about these sisters? Who are they all tested for? Because of the trial of Brother Zeb. What about Brother Heba? Boil them in water. Hey, what's going on? Did Cyber not deliberately test them? But what about their trials? It's all about Brother Cyber. Then what about these children who will be tested? After being tested, hey, they all seem to be able to win patience to the end. After victory. What about after victory? It seems to be used by God. Because in this case, it seems that after having this dream, a day or 2 later, Sister Zhao Wen had a dream. It is said that 10 sisters are very noble. One of them has a sister. It's Sister Zhao Huan. There are 10 sisters, very, very noble, extremely noble. So it seems just a group of sisters who have been trained. So what about these? All have the will of the Father. Father said in advance, later in advance. It will be fulfilled later. It seems that we understand are all tested to God. It's from God. When we read 1 Samuel, God wants to use a king. However, he had already told him in advance. As for David, God was already in his teens. He poured anointing oil on David's head through the prophets of the desert. Said that David will become king in the future. But could David become king immediately? No, David was still herding sheep at that time. David didn't become king until he was 30. Then he takes the test during the more than 10 years of testing. Is it God through Pharaoh? Just before, there were fewer kings before. The king did not pursue David many times, but every time he pursued David, he was victorious. How to chase and kill? Ultimately, God's salvation. David could only say that God would test his children. How to test? God will save his children after testing your children. Let your children know that all things are in the hands of the Father. All kinds of trials come from the hands of God. After the test, God is in control of everything, despite complete obedience. Just go and be tested when the test is overcome. We are used by God, just like David tested, triumphed by the age of 30. God made him king of the great kingdom of Judah. Wait, a few years later, he will be the king of the entire nation of Israel. That's how we learn to hang ourselves before using salt. Let's refine the salt first. Glory to the Father and the Lord. Amen.